If your brand isn't getting the respect it deserves, most times it's one of these mistakes that I'm going to list in this video. And don't worry, I'm going to show you what to fix so you can position yourself as the authority. So this video is going to be split into two parts: what you're doing wrong and then the glow up plan. So let's talk about what you're doing wrong. Number one, you're way too vague about what you actually do. A lot of people have this issue, and I myself even had this issue at the beginning. Inherently, people do not trust what they don't understand. If people can't fully understand your offer, your content pillars, who you are as a creator, who you are as a business owner, what your product-based business is about, what their core values are, they potentially won't buy. They won't subscribe because they're confused. In the words of Donald Miller, there was a book he wrote about building a story brand. He talks about confusing the audience members and how you need to be clear, cut, and concise and not confuse them. Because if they go on a website, they go onto your link tree, they go onto your link in bio tool to follow you, subscribe, and if they feel that there's any confusion along the way, you might deter a potential customer, buyer, subscriber. You need to nail down a really good positioning statement. It's basically telling them what you do, how you can help, and why should they care. So instead of saying I help people with content, or I'm a content strategist, I'm a brand strategist, I would say I help entrepreneurs turn their personal brands into income using strategic content strategy and SEO. Number two, your content isn't proving your expertise. If you have no social proof, it will never matter what you post because people don't see the proof in the pudding. If all you're posting is day in the life vlogs, selfies, you on the way to the grocery store, you doing this and that, or random content, you're really just entertaining. You're not actually building authority. You should be posting content as if you're already the go-to expert. Like, you don't need to post content with the hopes of being it. You need to act as if you are already the expert. You're the person that they need to go to, because that is what will help you establish that authority quicker online. You should be sharing insights, breaking down industry trends, talking about things within your niche that only you would be able to talk about, and people would look to you for that information. For example, like, I'm a branding strategist. I post my client wins on TikTok, typically in video format, and I don't just say, here's a client win, have a good day. I explain what worked. I explain what they were struggling with. I explain the before, and I tell them the after. I try to paint a picture so people can understand. And that is what helps me get to that expert level. That's what helps me get booked again. People have messaged me saying, hey, I saw your client testimonial where you walked through the branding kit and I'm interested. So those types of things will automatically position you because you're showing your social proof. If someone Googles your name, they don't find your profile, your website, your landing page, anything about you, there's something wrong. You want to make sure you're showing credibility, like featured in, I love when I see people say they are featured in Forbes, featured in here, featured in that, or you could say clients featured in X, featured in X. All of these things are a big deal, and that will help you to become more credible as a business owner. So let's get into the glow up plan. You've seen your mistakes, let's fix them immediately. Clarify the messaging, obviously, is the first step. You're going to clarify the branding. You're not going to say I help entrepreneurs. You're going to say I help women entrepreneurs who are struggling to make their first 6 figures in revenue. That's very clear. You're pinpointing a specific person without them having to think, oh, is this person for me? Are they not for me? They won't be confused because they're saying, hey, I'm a person struggling to hit 100K in revenue and I'm a female, and they help those people. It's not a big whirl of confusion trying to go around and see who works for who, because you've made it abundantly clear in the way that you've shown up online and in your messaging. Remember always, guys, that these platforms are search engines. So if they cannot search for you and find you, you're doing something wrong and you need to become searchable immediately. Every time I post on TikTok, I make sure that I am using things that people are searching for. What is somebody that is looking for me? What are they searching for in that search bar? And I immediately think about what I can put in my video to make me come up for them. Use what's already working to your advantage. If you had a viral video on TikTok, how can we make this TikTok into a YouTube video? How can I make this TikTok into something that's Instagram friendly? How can I make this TikTok into a LinkedIn post? You always want to be measuring what's working and what's not. Always take your best content and figure out, how can I repurpose this? How can I remake this? How can I talk about this from another angle that will make sense and that will also perform well? You're also going to really maximize that social proof once again. So typically when people go to my TikTok, which is about 20,000 followers, people will see at the top of my page, I have pinned videos. I have a video that I think people would be really interested in, one that went crazy viral, and then one of a client testimonial that is my favorite client testimonial. All of those things are necessary, but that client testimonial at the top of the page lets them know this isn't just someone speaking about branding strategy, putting their opinions, their 2 cents. No, she does this for real. This is something she does day to day. I always want to showcase my results and transformations because I find that when I post that, people feel more comfortable. People feel like, okay, I don't feel like I'm getting scammed out of my money. I don't feel like this thing that I'm getting or buying, I don't feel like I don't know enough about it. She's shown me a before and after transformation video. She showcased her clients. The clients are commenting. All these things are making up that social value for you. The biggest thing is, guys, before I want to wrap up, is stop being scary about your positioning. I struggled with this for a long time, trying to serve so many people. Oh, I want to serve this person struggling with their YouTube, but then this person struggling with TikTok. Is product-based businesses, service-based business, all the things. You can't do it all. And I find with business owners specifically and entrepreneurs, we try to do it all. We want to be coaches, we want to do these things, but we always try to incorporate more people than we need. We have to narrow in on the messaging and really focus on the people that we're looking to work with. Where are those people hanging out? Where do those people look for people like you? All of those things matter when you're trying to build up a brand or you're trying to build an online presence. If you found value in today's video, make sure you drop the secret emoji down below. And of course, my branding services are in the link down below if you want to work one-on-one. And make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.